Hey, hey, it's Yolanda here from Empowered Parenting, and today is another Thursday live parenting Q&A, which means I am watching for questions. Put your questions in. I will start off with what I want to cover today. However, my goal is to answer your questions live. So if you've got a question, put it in the comment section. I am watching, my team has got us to, and we are all about supporting you tackle raising your teenage kids. So let's jump into it. Today, we want to cover different personality types of our teens, which we hope to support us in the way we parent them. Uh, and we are also looking at how we can shift our perspective around the teens that we're raising. For those of you who missed out on our masterclass on perception, the power of perception, definitely dive in there. This week, for the next few weeks, actually, we are focusing on our teens, and because we have been having a lot of questions from our from parents in our group who are dealing with raising teens. So if you are a parent and you are raising a teen, put yes in the comments box. If you are watching this later, give us a hashtag replay. Tell us what is your greatest challenge that you are facing in raising your teen. Is it a resistant teen that you are raising? Are you raising a teen that does not like the word no? Are you raising a teen that is constantly in conflict with you? Are you raising your teen that you are missing connection with because they won't let you into their bubble? Where are you at with raising your teen? I would love to hear. I'm on the chat box looking to see what comments and what questions come in, because I would love to support you. So today we're looking at a little bit about me. So I am a mom of two girls. My youngest is 15, turning 16 in 2 weeks, and my oldest is 21. So I have been through the teenage years. Were they challenging kids? Yes, they were. Teens are meant to be challenging. They were never not meant to be challenging. Even with someone like me who's been working with parents for so long, working with parents, supporting them with their teens, our teens are here to raise our vibration. That's how I look at it. And it's a way that allows me to dive in and really explore the adventure that our kids can unfold for us, our teens can unfold for us. So watch what I'm saying here. Perspective, the power of perception is key. The rest of the world, every other mom, or not even every, there's a lot of mom now who are coming on board with this new way uh, of of um, of tackling this challenge, because when we see it as a challenge, it shows up as a challenge. When we see it as an opportunity for our own personal growth, because personal growth is a big one for me, as you can imagine. It's why I do this work. I see my greatest challenges as an opportunity for personal growth. Similarly, that's if you look at my personal page, I was talking about COVID today and what it's here to teach us. I choose to see it as an opportunity for personal growth. I choose to see it as an opportunity for mankind to raise its vibration, to not give in to the fears, to look at alternative ways, to really question and address our core fears, our core limiting beliefs. So, in the same way, let's dive into raising those teens with that new perspective. So, how can you perceive your journey with your teen, with the ways that it's showing up? And I'm looking to hear from you. How is your teen showing up in your family, in your life, in your relationship with you? How is your teen challenging you? Put it in the comment section. Even if you're watching a replay, hashtag replay, and I will respond to you, because I'm really, really keen to really give you the opportunity to shift your perspective. Your teen is an individual on their own, and your teen is 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 um, is going through their own challenges of growth. They are a mini adult finding their way in the world. Their brain, if we look at just the composition of their brain, their prefrontal cortex hasn't been developed yet. It's meant to only develop in their mid to late 20s. So there's still time. Their perception, their emotions are not being handled as you do. They don't understand. They don't feel into emotions. They don't respond to them as you have the capacity to. So when you find yourself thinking, can't they be empathetic towards me? Can't they feel gratitude? They can't. They can't. Where they are at, they can't. Where they're resonating at, they can't. Where their needs are, where if your teen is all about themselves, they are resonating at that level. It is all about them. So for us to parent them effectively, it really helps us to see them where they are at and question why are we seeing them as in the way that we want to, which is leading us to feel disappointment, maybe to feel sad, to feel angry, to feel resentful, to feel like we are being victimized here. So let's question our own self. Let's question the emotions that come up for us, because that's where, when we become curious, that's where the answers lie. So I challenge you to question what's coming up for you. I challenge you to really put the magnifying glass, the spotlight on the area of your of your teen's behavior, the behavior of your teen that's triggering you, because answers lie within the problem. The challenge holds the opportunity, and the opportunity is for peace and calm for you, and peace and calm in your home. So I invite you to shift your perspective. So share your challenge in the comment section, and I will share with you what new perspective you can be choosing in order to perceive this challenge that you feel with your teen in a whole new way. I want to also in this live bring to light that each teen is at different stages of this evolution into their adulthood. It's not the age. You might say, oh, they're already 18 and they're still behaving like 13-year-olds. It's not their age, it's the stage of their teenage years that they are in. It's not age, it's stage of their uh, evolution into their adulthood that they are. Teens can start off, or most times start off, as being very self-centered, very self-focused. It's all about them. They have this need to be liked, this need to be validated. Their needs are so high because it comes from a sense of lack, and the need to be whole, the need to figure out their space in the world. It is all about them. Yes, you say they make it all about them, which is what they are doing. They are making it all about them. So let's look at what stage is your teen at. Are they at that stage where they are seeking, where they are just completely self-centered, and know that this is just a stage. And if you can perceive it uh, on its own without attaching your own emotions to it, and perceiving where they are at, as being where they are at and not having to be about you, then you can start supporting them to transition to the next stage. And that next stage is where they start to cooperate, where they start to respond to you, where they start to validate you. So it is an evolution process. Know which stage your teen is, so that you can support them where they are at, and you allow them to feel supported. Because so many teens are seeking to be liked, they are seeking to be validated. So as we validate them, as we show them that we like them, despite, because we're not making it about us, that we are capable of liking them, that we are capable of accepting them exactly that, like exactly the way they are. That is going to be a great reassurance for them and give you the checkbox of being on their side. The next thing I want you to be aware of is where are your emotions and what your emotions are playing out, how they are playing out to them. Where are you projecting your own undealt with emotions and bringing it up on them? If they are, for example, if they are being angry with you and they are retaliating in anger to you, whereabouts are you making it about you and taking this anger upon yourself? Because that's where you are bringing yourself back to them. You are not parenting them, you have dropped your state to their level. So think about that. Step back. Parent, you are here to be the parent, and a parent's role is to guide them. Guide them, and what else? What else do you think is your role? To guide them and to love them. Love them unconditionally. Love them no matter what. Love them despite their behavior challenging you, despite their beliefs contradicting with yours. Your role is to love them through this most challenging part of their lives, as much as it is the most challenging part for you in your raising of your child. It is the most challenging part in their lives as well. It is that time that they are finding, they are seeking for their own identity. They are looking to see how they fit in the world. There's a lot going on for them. Their social anxiety starts to play out. Their need to be liked is so high. Their need to fit in. So if you can raise a home for them where they are liked and they fit in and they have a space and they are accepted, guide them. But before you guide them, ask them for permission to be guided. Would you like my advice? Would you like to know, based on my experiences in life, what my opinion on your challenge might be? Because I might just have an opinion since I've been through these many years of life. Allow them to give you permission. And if they say, no, I don't want to hear your opinion, that's perfectly fine. Allow them to experience life. Allow them to experience life while you are around them, in their vicinity, and able to pick them up when they fall. So have a think about those, about what we've shared today. There are personality types of your child. You've got the child that does not like to hear the word no. In those cases, you change your language. You don't ask questions to them that elicit a yes or no answer. You ask questions in, do you want, would you like to? Allow them to make choices. That's personality type. That's the that's the that's the personality type way, which does not like to hear the word no. The other personality type is the one that puts themselves down. I raise a daughter like that. My younger one is one who's very hard on herself, and she'll go down, put herself down. And my role in those times and in those scenarios, which I had one with her yesterday, is not to go down with her. She wants to go down. She wants to beat herself up. She wants to say, be hard on herself. Don't go there. Just be there. Just be, watch, hear them out, allow them to be heard. That's all you need to do. Allow them to be heard and don't go down there with them. Just to share with what I went to, with the conversation I had with my own daughter who was going down the spiral, is she was sharing with me how she scored really low marks in one of her subjects, and now she was just a disaster. Her whole life's a failure, and she has that personality type that goes down the spiral. I just stayed there and I listened to her, allowed her to go through, to say all that she had to say. And then, because we talk about this often, we know she's very aware of this work. And I just said to her, now I want you to find a way to be kind to yourself, and I'm going to go away and look and try and find a way to be kind to you too. So allowed her to validate herself, allowed her to know that she could try a new way, and I would try the same. And I'm not perfect. I'm not saying that I will lift you up, because I'm not here to lift you up, but I will do my best to lift you up. But I would like you to try and be kind to yourself. And with that, in the next in the next half an hour, she was back to herself, because I did not go down the spiral. So check in with yourself. Where are you when your child is going down, telling them, oh no, you're not, and validating why they are not as bad as they make themselves out to be. You are going down with them when they go into this pattern. So be aware of where what is the personality type of your child. Is your child um, a personality that likes to be left alone, or does not like physical touch? What is the love language of your child? Understand, there's a quiz online called the 5 love languages, where you can do a quiz and figure out the love language of your child, because often we as parents are meeting our child's needs by our own love language, and then we wonder why they won't respond back. So you might be, acts of service might be your love language, like my love language is acts of service. I love it when my kids clean the house up for me, when they've cooked a meal in the home. That is my love language, and they know that. They know what my love language is, so they meet that for me. However, their love languages are both unique. My younger one's love language is quality time. My older one is words of affirmation. So it's us meeting their love language where they are at. So seeking for ways to meet their love language, and not be doing things for them if that's your love language, and then wondering why they won't reciprocate or why they won't pitch in. So let's check in. Where are we feeling disappointment? Where is the sadness? Where is the anger? Question where this is coming from. Where are we projecting our own selves onto our kids? So with those thoughts, I will love you and leave you. We have our mini course coming up. It's our Raising Teens mini course, which is happening on the 29th, Sunday the 29th. And we invite parents of teenagers, and really more importantly, if your child is not a teenager yet, even more reason to come in, all completely prepared for when your child's teenage years start playing out. So I invite you to join us on our teenager mini course. We've also got our half-day workshop, our 90-minute workshop, Emotional Resilience for Parents Raising Emotionally Resilient Kids. So much value. It's our once a month 90-minute workshop that we run on a Tuesday. And that's happening this Tuesday on the 24th of August. So much value, guys. We hope you can make it. Click on the link to register, because we would love to see you then. See you soon.